I still remain your tutor, Mrs. Ihonre, and today we are going to be looking at the topic population growth as well as control. But we are going to be majorly focusing on the factors responsible for population growth. First, we have the favorable physical environment. Population tends to be high in areas where the natural environment is palatable for people to live in, and so areas that portray such they have high population concentration. Another one is advanced technology. Areas that have good technological development like China, India as regards medical, they have high population as a result of the technology, because people want to stay in places where they will be able to enjoy good facilities. Another one is improved medical facilities. Areas that are good medically, people tend to concentrate in such areas because people like to have full advantage of good medical treatment in order to secure their lives. Another one is increase in agricultural production. Areas that have good soil that can produce agricultural goods for consumption tend to have high population because people like to concentrate in areas where they will be able to have access to such products. Another one is improved sanitation. When you look at areas that are very clean and neat, people tend to concentrate in such areas because the environment will be conducive for habitation. Another one is the provision of social amenities. When you see concentration in towns and cities, people tend to go to such areas in order to enjoy the good amenities that the government have provided for the citizens, and so it attracts high population. Then we also have high birth rate. The rate at which children are being given birth to is another factor that determines the increase in the population of a particular place. And then we have low death rate. The slow rate at which people die because of improved technology and medical facilities also determine the population increase in a particular place. So areas where less people die, the population tend to increase. Then we have another factor, which is early marriage. The rate at which people get married. If women get married at a tender age, they have the long lifespan to give birth, and as such, the population of such a place will increase because women will be very fertile to produce at this point. We move on to the next aspect, which is population control. How can we control the population? When we talk about controlling the population, there are measures that are put in place to control the excessive growth of the population and prevent population explosion. Because if the population keeps increasing, it can lead to explosion, whereby you will not be able to curtail the population anymore. Now, let's look at the various factors that we can use. One is education. There should be teaching of population in schools. When people are taught in schools about the population and how it can affect, if it's too much, you see that people tend to ahead to the use of control measures to prevent its explosion. Another one is family planning. This is the method of controlling the number of births that a person has. People tend to take some pills or some measures to prevent them from giving birth excessively, and this is how family planning helps to curb the population of a country. Then we also have what we call sex education. There should be proper sex education, and this should be given to the masses, especially teenagers. Teenagers should be aware of this sex education at an early stage so that they will be able to prevent the increase in the population of a particular nation. Then we also have government migration policies. Immigration should be encouraged. That's number of people that are moving out of the particular nation. While the rate of immigration could be reduced, the number of people that are coming in will be reduced. And when this is done through migration laws, the government will be able to curb the population of a particular place. Then we also have government legislation on child quota. Government should make policies that will give married couple a definite number of children to give birth to. Like in the case of China, when they were asked to give birth to practice the zero population, whereby a man and his wife give birth to 2 children that will be able to replace them when they die. And that makes the population not to increase. That is another way the government can check this. Then again, there should be encouragement of monogamy. Strict enforcement. The government should try and tell people that 1 man to 1 wife. When this is done, we'll be able to curb the population of a particular nation. Then again, we have discouraging early marriages. Early marriage which promote high birth rate should be properly discouraged. Women should go to school. Before they leave school, get a job, settle down. They must have passed some certain age, and as such, it will help to curb or reduce the population. Then we also have provision of education and gainful employment for women. Education should be provided for women, and they should be properly occupied positively instead of producing children indiscriminately. That is another way we can curb population growth. Then we have finally social and economic incentives. Reward should be given to couples that practice birth control. You can give them a reward in the form of cash or in the form of pay less tax for giving birth to a few number of children. This will encourage population control. Then let's look at the agencies that help in population control. Now, these agencies that help in population control, they are agencies that can help in the control of population of the world. One is the United Nations Population Fund, UNFPA. It was established in 1967 and began operations in 1969. And the headquarters is in New York, while the executive director is Dr. Natalia Kanem. Then we also have the World Health Organization. This was established April 7, 1948. Its headquarters is in Geneva, Switzerland, and the Director General is Dr. Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus. Then we also have the United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF. It was created 11 December 1946, and its headquarters is in New York. And then the executive director is Mr. Anthony Lake. Then we have United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO. It was established on 16th November 1945 with its headquarters in Paris, France, and the Director General is Audrey Azoulay. So this is what we have as regards this week's topic, population growth as well as control. Thank you. I hope you have a good lesson today. Bye.